Hey guys, David Clayton here with GuitarBreakDown.com. Welcome back to one of our quick lick lessons. This time we're going to do a jazz lesson on Charlie Parker. It's just a really cool lick. We're not going to get too much into the crazy details because these are really just quick licks. If you're interested in more of the concepts and ideas, click below in the description and you will find a link for some Skype lessons. If you're interested in those, just contact me and we can get further in depth onto what's going on in these licks. But this is based on a Guitar Techniques magazine going all the way back to 2009. I believe it was March 2009. And I've said a million great words about Guitar Techniques magazine. If I have any advice besides check out our lesson packages, I would say definitely get a subscription to Guitar Techniques magazine. And I'm not affiliated with them at all. I don't get I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get paid or anything. I would love to work with them at some point. Hopefully that'll be a possibility, but I do not, there's no reason for me to express how much I think they do an amazing job other than the fact that I think they do an amazing job. So check them out. If you get a chance to get a subscription to any magazine this year, do Guitar Techniques magazine. You won't regret it, especially the Jazz Column with Pete Callard. And that's what this is based out of. He's just awesome at what he does. Picks great licks and plays really great on the track. So we're just going to go through this note for note real quick. If you want the transcription to this lick, look in the description below, and there'll be a link for where you can grab that. But let's get into the lesson now. All right, so this lick is being played over basically a turnaround at the very end of a blues. So you're in key of F, so you end up, it's starting on the 4 chord, going back to the 1 chord, which is the B flat 7, back to the 1, which is F. Then it does a 6, 2, 5, 1, actually a 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. So it's going to A minor 7, D7, then it's going to the 2 chord, which is a G minor 7, to a 5 chord, which is a C7, to an F major. And that's where it's all happening. So it starts out, it's just going up an arpeggio. So it's the 10, 12 on the G string, then 11 B string, and then 10, 13 on the E string. And then it goes back down to the 10th fret on the E string and the 12th fret on the G string, so it skips the B string. Then it repeats that, and it just does down a half step. Instead of going to the 10th fret on the E string, it goes to the 9th fret on the E string. So you have, then repeat everything again, but go down to the 9th fret, and then back to the G string 12th fret. So then it goes up this arpeggio, sliding from the 9th fret to the 10th fret on the G string. And then it goes 10, again, slide into the 10th fret of the G string, 10th fret B string, 8th fret on the E string. And then it just walks down chromatically from 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So you have, so the whole thing is, and then it goes on the B string, 10, 11, 10, 8, 7. So it's kind of like a diminished pattern. 2 half steps, a whole step, and then a half step, right? So the whole thing is. So it's 11, 10, 11, 10 to 8 and slide down a half step to 7. So there it goes. kind of a diminished shape still. Right? So you're on that 7th fret of the B string, then you go 8th fret G string, 10th fret D string, and you go up a half step to the 11th fret on that D string, and you resolve to the 9th fret, the 7th fret of the G string. So you have goes up this arpeggio, which is the 7th fret, 8th fret, D string, then it's 7-10 G string, and then 10th fret on the B string. And then it just goes back down that. All right, so the whole thing is. Goes down, it ends on that 8th fret of the D string. You don't go back down to the 7th fret, so. Then it just does this series of moving up chromatically, and it's barring the third fret. That's pretty far off. The 8th fret on the B and E string. Then you slide up to the 9th fret of the B string, but you still play, you're pivoting off of this 8th fret, the C note, on the E string. And then you go up to the 10th fret of the B string. So it's 8, 9, 10 on the B string, but you're pivoting. All right, so the whole thing is. Skip strings to the 10th fret of the D string, and it resolves on the D note on the 7th fret of the G string. So that's the whole lick. Really, really pretty lick.